I just bought this 1979 International TD9 Dozer. It's more or less equivalent to a D4 for people that know dozers, and I picked it up for $5,500 delivered to the property, which was awesome. I got it from a buddy of a buddy or a friend of a friend, and I think that's why I got such a good deal on it. They were just trying to get rid of it, didn't want to look at it on the property anymore. We're done using it for what they needed it for, and luckily it's now my gain. I've been able to clear a little bit already with this dozer, but as you guys can kind of see, I've been clearing the driveway, so it's down to raw material now and trying to level it out a little bit. Obviously that's the area where I haven't cleared and won't be clearing, and then I cleared out a nice little pad so I could park the dozer and park a vehicle next to it and still be able to turn around and stuff, which has been really nice. And there's a few really nice things about this dozer. First off, everything works on it for the most part, other than this winch, but it does free spool, so I'm hoping that I can get this winch running and operational. Just really haven't dove into it yet. And then the blade on the front is a nice big, I would say roughly 8 feet wide, kind of U-blade style or flat blade style. And then also the arm at the front does pivot, so I can take this pin out and move it up to this point, and then we can have it not flat anymore, but actually tilted to one side. So if you want to move all the material off to one side, like if I'm plowing snow in the wintertime, I could get it all plowed off to one side. And then same thing, I can move it the other way. I just move the pins on both sides of this thing, which is great. There's a few little things that I want to get fixed up on this. Is the track does seem pretty loose. I know generally the tracks will be a little bit loose on these things, but I think it's within an inch or two of tolerance, and this is well over that, so I got to figure out how to tighten that. I'm assuming it's this piece right here, but I need to dive into it a little bit more. And then it also has a small leak, I'm assuming of hydraulic fluid behind this panel, and the only reason I know is because every time I stop it, there's a little bit of oil sitting on the track right there, even after running it. So, but I mean, for 1979, that's been parked outside for as long as it has been, pretty clean on the inside, and that everything works, which is obviously the best thing about it. Now, jumping into the dozer itself, into the seat, it's a pretty cool operation in here. So I kind of assumed, not that I've ran a dozer before, that you would kind of push the pedal and you'd go one way, push the pedal, go the other way kind of thing. But these are the brakes. So you push this and you pull this back at the same time, and that allows this track to stop. So if you're going forward, it would turn you that way. And if you're going backwards, it would turn you that way, and pivots around that track. And then the same thing on this side. So you push that brake down, pull this lever, it would stop this track from spinning and then allow you to turn either direction that you're going. This is the transmission. So if you want to be in low gear or high torque, so when you're actually pushing stuff, you keep it up here. And if you want to go forward and go faster, you push it down, and that'll give it into a higher gear, but then really sucks for pushing. So you kind of keep it up there. You've got your throttle. So each one of the different notches is a different level for throttle. That's in the off position. And then this is the gear. So if I want to be in high idle, it's there, or high idle back there. That's neutral, that's forwards, that's reverse. And then that little pin in there is actually the starter. So if I push that in, it would start it. It's got, as you guys can see, 5,013 hours. I mean, it could be at 15,000, it could be at 25,000. I'm not really sure, but it does have the hour gauge, or the hour meter working, and it has been working great. You've got a couple of different gauges on the dash that all seem to work. You've got temperature, you've got clutch pressure. This says idle and run on it, but I can't really tell what it is because there's some water behind it. Then this is the glow plug as well. And then we've also got a night switch on it. You turn that and then you can actually start using it. This is the glow plug, which will turn that on when I press it. And you need to put that on for 30 or 45 seconds or so, and then you can actually get this beast running. I also have a can on top of the pipe here, so I don't get any water when it's raining into the turbo or into the engine there. And then also really nice is the seat. I mean, it's not even ripped, which is pretty awesome. It's nice and comfortable while you're running, so really can't complain. And then obviously how to operate the blade. This will push it down, and if you pull back, it'll lift the blade as well. I believe even the lights work on this thing. If you turn this switch on the dash, look at that, the lights work. So when you turn this switch, that actually operates the headlights as well. So everything seems to be working more or less on this, which is pretty sweet. Hydraulic fluid, you put your diesel in there, and then you just go to town and start dozing. So I'm gonna get this thing fired up for you guys, and then I'm gonna do some pushing and stuff and just show you guys actually how it runs, and yeah, show you guys how it's actually operating. So as you guys can tell, I definitely have some learning to do with the operating, but the dozer works phenomenal. I wish I could just go straight through the bush for you guys, but unfortunately we don't have everything 100% picked out on where we want the house and the shop and all this stuff. So that's for a later video. I hope you guys liked this one. If you did, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Until next time, guys, take care.